I just spent over $1,200 on Google Ads to generate rental leads, and I want to show you exactly what happened. We generated 293 clicks, 37 conversions. This is my real dashboard. This is not any screenshot. And we have spent about $1,260. But here's the interesting part. These ain't random leads from Facebook. These are people actively searching for Google for homes to rent in a specific local market. And I'm going to break down what we did, what keywords generated the traffic, how much we paid, and whether I think this model is actually scalable or not. So this is the actual Google Ad campaign, which is already here. And we are targeting Madison and Limestone County, Alabama market. The campaign is focused specifically on rental properties. The campaign generated 3,860 impressions and 293 clicks. That gives us a click-through rate of roughly 6.7%. And we spent $1,260 during this period. So the big number. Now let's go to the number actually that matters. So Google Ad is reporting 37 conversions. So at this spending level, that puts the reported cost per conversion about $34. So roughly speaking, we are acquiring a conversion for around $34. So for 37 conversions, we paid for 1.26K. If you're running lead generation campaigns, you shouldn't stop at what Google's call conversion. You need to track what happens after the conversions. So for example, all these 37 people, this is just the entry point to our CRM. After they land to our CRM, what happens next actually make sure that we are getting the business from these leads. For example, I want to know how many people actually submitted their information, how many answered the phone, how many were genuinely looking to rent, how many were qualified, how many scheduled a showing, and ultimately how many actually rented a property, which is the final outcome for us. Because that's where the rental real economics of lead generation become clear. So let's go to the final section. So that is the keyword. So let me reveal the keywords, and this is where the things actually get interesting. So as you can see, the biggest keyword in this campaign is simply homes to rent. The keyword alone spent about $927 so far, and we have generated 229 clicks on this keyword alone. So regardless of you are running real estate rental leads or not, this keyword will help you to actually get a lot of leads. And if you can narrow it down based on your geolocation, you will get good quality leads. This is so far my experience with real estate rental lead generation. And think about what somebody is doing when they type homes to rent into Google. They're probably not searching real estate for fun. They're actively looking for a place to live. So this is why this keyword is the mother keyword of all regarding your geolocation or your campaign. Now, why the search intent matters? So, and this is exactly why I like Google search for lead generation. You are not necessarily interrupting somebody. You are showing up when they already have a problem or need. Someone searches for home to rent, your ad appears, they click, and if the landing page matches exactly what they were searching for, you have an opportunity to turn that intent into a lead. Now, so far we are running one campaign with two ad sets, two ad groups. One is for Madison and another one is for Limestone. And we have so far getting good responses from these campaigns. So the thing that we always wanted to check and make sure that we are getting good click-through rate. For example, we get 230 clicks from this campaign, and we have a 6.71% CTR for the ad group of Madison County. And if I go to the next one, which is the Limestone County, the CTR is good. For example, we get 14.82% CTR click-through rate, but we are getting less conversions from there because I think Limestone is area wise smaller than Madison. So Madison has more impression and clicks, and the CTR is which is acceptable, like 6 to 7% CTR is acceptable for any good Google Ads campaign. So this is regarding the ads breakdown, like what we are doing here, and the keywords are basically these are the keywords that we are running ads on, and we are getting good traffic. And there are a lot of other factors as well, like we are not unnecessarily adding informations on our forms that the lead submitted. We make it very simple and basic, so we get the best out of every lead. And we are trying to optimize everything, like we are trying to optimize the conversions on our landing pages, on our CRM. We have multi-layer chatbots, we have different chatbots for rental leads, motivated seller leads, and buyer leads, investor leads. So we have different chatbots for different purposes. Then we have a team of 2 to 3 human associates who are actually responsible to go into the conversations tab and actually make sure everything's working properly, and they need to like the tasks are assigned automatically. So we have a complete system, and if you want to implement something like this, you can communicate with me on my email or my WhatsApp. Everything will be on my description below. Thank you.